Welcome to Eventful Portugal, part of the Eventful World 2026 series by Eventzr, covering 249 destinations where live events literally define the travel experience. Whether you're a traveler hunting for once-in-a-lifetime experiences or an event planner looking for your next major destination, Portugal has something truly extraordinary waiting. Let's just jump right in. Okay, imagine this. It's 22:30 on a Tuesday in November. You're in Lisbon, and 70,000 people are absolutely packed into the Alta Arena and the Phil exhibition halls right along the Tagus waterfront. And they're not there for a massive concert. This is Web Summit. It's the world's largest tech conference, drawing 70,000 attendees, 2,600 startups, and 900 investors to the city in just a single week. The air is practically vibrating with ideas and connections. You cannot replicate that raw energy on a screen. That is exactly why you have to experience it live.
Absolutely. And that immersive energy translates perfectly into the cultural side of things, too. Take the medieval fair of Óbidos in July. They don't just put on a show. They completely reconstruct an entire walled town to look and feel exactly like the 13th century.
Right, you're walking through ancient stone gates, smelling the wood smoke, hearing the clashing of swords. For a traveler who craves history you can actually interact with, rather than just staring at a dusty plaque, this is the specific event you book.
Oh, for sure. But if we're talking about a true sensory explosion, you have to hit Lisbon in June for the Festa de Santo Antonio. Specifically, June 12th and 13th. The entire Alfama district just completely transforms. Picture narrow, winding streets filled with the heavy, mouth-watering smoke of fresh sardine grills on literally every single corner. Mix that with street dancing that's been happening the exact same way for centuries, and you've got Portugal's most electric street party.
Portugal is also a massive player in modern entertainment. Let's talk about Nossa Live. It happens every July in Oeiras, which is super easy to get to, just a quick hop on the Lisbon Metro. It's consistently ranked as one of Europe's top 5 music festivals. Huge crowds of Gen Z and millennials fly in from all over the continent. Why should a traveler book this one? Because you're getting world-class lineups playing against a stunning golden Tagus River sunset. It's iconic. Now, if you're an event planner or a DMC listening to this, here's what makes Portugal so compelling as a hosting destination. It's heavily equipped. We're talking an estimated 180,000 hotel rooms across the country and 5 major convention centers. To put that into perspective, that Alta Arena we mentioned earlier, it was originally built for Expo 98 and holds 20,000 seats directly overlooking the water. It's flawlessly positioned to handle massive delegate volumes without breaking a sweat.
The logistics are incredibly dialed in, which makes event tourism here highly efficient. Portugal operates 6 international airports, with massive route connectivity from European low-cost carriers, think Ryanair, EasyJet, and Wizz Air. Plus, you've got a direct rail link connecting Lisbon and Porto in about 2.5 hours. If you're executing multi-city delegate programs for clients, it rarely gets this easy. The infrastructure is basically waiting for your next large-scale activation. And here's the best part. These aren't just one-off local gatherings. These are exportable cultural IPs that DMCs and tour operators can package into premium travel products. A perfect example is the Boom Festival.
Right, held by any elite on a very remote lake in the Alentejo. It's a globally recognized model of psychedelic culture and sustainable event design. It runs entirely on solar power with zero-waste principles. Event professionals everywhere can look at this as a brilliant blueprint to learn from and adapt.
Pivoting back to experiences with massive travel intent, we have to mention the pilgrimage of Fatima in May. The scale here is hard to wrap your head around. On the May 13th anniversary alone, over 600,000 attendees gather. It is the world's 4th largest Catholic pilgrimage site. Witnessing one of the most profound mass spiritual events on earth is completely awe-inspiring. The sheer volume of people singing and praying in one location, it grounds you. You really have to feel it to believe it. Or maybe you're looking for an explosion of pure color. Let's jump off the mainland over to Madeira for the Funchal Flower Festival. It runs from late April to mid-May, and it turns a subtropical destination into a literal living garden. The streets completely erupt with these vibrant, intricate floral carpets and massive parades. It is highly visual and incredibly fragrant. From the second you step off the plane into the sun, your senses are completely engaged.
Credit where it's due, though. Portugal's tourism and culture authorities have seriously invested in putting these events on the global stage. They've earned a global tourism pulse score of 85.00 out of 100, driving an eventful readiness score of 64.11.
Exactly. When organizations like Turismo de Portugal and Visit Portugal treat event tourism as a true national asset, destinations completely transform. They've engineered an environment where major live events don't just happen, they thrive year after year.
So if Portugal just moved up your bucket list, and honestly, it absolutely should have, you've got 416 cataloged events across the country to choose from. Pick one event, book the flight, and experience it live.
Because life is just too short for secondhand experiences. You want to be the one smelling the sardines, hearing the music bounce off ancient stone walls, and feeling the electric pulse of a 70,000-person crowd. And if you're a DMC, tour operator, CVB, or event planner, Eventful intelligence maps 249 destinations, their event calendars, venue infrastructure, and tourism readiness scores. We help you identify exactly which events to package, which destinations to pitch, and which cultural IPs to import or export. Engage Eventful intelligence at eventzr.com. We turn destination data into commercial opportunity. That's the power of data-driven event tourism.
This has been Eventful Portugal from the Eventful World 2026 series by Eventful.
So, what destination are you going to discover next? Experience it live.